we've been in property in total around 3.5 years. Still got around 140 units. That's creating 10k passive income per month, and that's net. We've done a total of 14 transactions, property purchases. That's over 100 units. We've got a hotel which is totally hands off. We've just finished a block of flats. We're flipping a lot of properties. This year we're predicted to make around 300k net, and that's just in flips.
So we just finished paintballing. You can see some remnants there on your face. Yeah, so we like to invite our tribe members along to some team building days that we do. Just to have been part of the tribe for a couple of years. Is it a couple of years?
Nearly 3 years.
Whoa,
3 years in September.
3 years.
Yeah.
So I know we came across each other like, what, 2018? So how do we get in touch in the first place?
I was business partners with someone else.
Yeah.
And
so did you have any properties at that time?
no, I didn't have no properties, and it wasn't really working out for me, I'd say. So I was looking more towards getting training and getting education. So I seen you and I seen Real Life on Facebook. So I said to my business partner, let's have a call with him. And I think I was the one who reached out, and I had to what's the word? I had to get him to come onto the call because he was always against training, and he used to always say, oh, but people who are in training, people just pay and they don't really do much after, and like,
but that is true.
Yeah, that is true.
That is true.
That's true.
People, let's not beat around the bush.
Yeah.
Like, people, they pay for training, they think it's going to change their life, but really it's just a sack of information that they don't do anything with.
Yeah, but to me, that's down to them, and it's not down to the training. So
you see, I see it the other way around. I see it if someone's willing to come and someone's willing to pay.
Yeah.
Like if someone wants it for free, then they're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
But if someone's willing to pay, when they pay attention. The more they pay, the more they pay attention. Yeah, so like if someone's willing to do that, they've got a lion inside. Now it's down to the environment that the trainer or the community can create. That's what I believe, anyway.
That's true. I mean, the ongoing accountability is essential in my eyes. But I believe, like, to me, it's more about discovering my goals, which is what has got me to where I am. And that's why I say to people, like, when I see people drop off after they've paid a lot of money and they haven't done much after, I say to them, look, you need to be connected to your goals, because this would not be happening. If your goals are where you want to go and they're true to you, then you would not be stopping for anything.
Yeah, like technical information without the personal development side.
Yeah.
It's like trying to say, I'm gonna beat Usain Bolt, but I've only got one leg.
Exactly that. And when I joined, like, the goal module that I went with you, the 20, 10, 5, 1 and quarter goals, and then going through the 3 steps, experience, contribution, the person I want to be.
Nice.
I have done that, honestly, I'm not joking, I do it every single day without fail since I've joined, and that is one of the biggest reasons I am where I am, and I truly believe that.
For sure. Like, if you don't know what your goals are, like, it's like putting in this, it's like just driving your car and just putting in the sat nav, you know, that road. Like, but that's what people do in their life.
And it gets measured, and I know where I am. Like, I've been doing it 3 years now, and 3 years ago I was writing my 1 year goals, they've been hit. My 5 year goals, I'm currently writing about buying somewhere abroad, and that is so close. Like, I'm so close to it, and I wouldn't be if I wasn't writing it down.
You could do it now if you wanted.
Oh, I could definitely do it now.
Yeah, so really you get the goal, but now it's a choice.
Yeah,
but that's the thing, like, when you write goals, it helps you go into a certain direction, but then you figure out what you really want, and as long as you're living life and having a good time, that's what matters. But let's go back before you started saying, I'm connected to my goals and all the rest of it, because you did have some training, some technical information, you started to get a few rents, right? Yeah, so what was it like then? Like, what was it like? Were you just focused on the deal? Like, what was your focus then?
My focus was on the technical aspect and just taking on more deals without working on myself. So we was working on the business, so we thought, but we wasn't really working on ourselves. So even though we had some training, we came away from the training and we started implementing what we learned, but we didn't...
Did you make some money on those first few deals?
Yeah, we made money on the first few
deals.
But we hit a wall, like a massive wall, and that's what...
What was the wall?
The wall was Ray didn't want to do it anymore, my partner.
She just wanted to quit?
Ray just Yeah, she wanted to quit. There was many times she was in bed saying, Justin, this is your dream, this is not mine, I want to go back to teaching. And I will always remember that, because I want that printed on my wall. Because now she thanks me that when she said that, I was like, Ray, trust me, we're going to make this work. But we just had so much pain there, you know, it wasn't working as quick as we wanted it to, we didn't have the support, no one around us was doing it. So that's why we came to you guys.
We've got to be truthful to the people, like all the information that you need to be successful, and a lot of stuff is out there.
Yes, I agree with that, but on the other side of things, like, you don't know what you're reading on the internet, and that information is from their experience. What is different with you, I'm getting the same information, but it's coming from your experience, and I know your background, and I know where you've came from, and it's pretty similar to mine, so I know it's worked for you.
Yeah, but in our training, we don't exactly just say, oh, this is the steps I did, follow my steps. You know, we get you to create your own steps.
Yeah, of course you do.
From your own, you do. And then you gain your own experience.
Yeah. When we came back from the course, we was driving back, was buzzing, was like, yeah, we're going to make this work. And then we got back, and the motivation was still there, and we was very desperate at the time. There was a lot of pain there pushing us to do it, because to me, well, not to me, but I think to Ray, it was like a final option before she does cave in and quit. And then I jumped on a call with Lewis, and he said, do you want to do the coaching? And I said, give me a few days, let me think about it. And then I come off the call, and a couple of days later I got in touch, and we paid for the 1 year coaching. It was just so nice to be a part of an environment where people are on the same wavelength as us, they want the same things as us, it's the same energy as what we had, and everyone was so friendly, and the information was there when we needed it from different people. And we didn't have that before. Like, before, we used to post in like Facebook groups, Facebook property groups, and get shot down. But in the tribe, like, we went, as soon as we got in there, we just made the absolute most of it.
But then it's not what's to do when everything's going right, it's what to do when it's not working.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so if we fast forward a little bit, so like, what would you say between 2019 and 2020 March, because that's where lockdown kicked in, but like, what happened between that period for you?
So that's when we was getting coached. So everything was going good.
And you went to PWT as well.
We went to PWT. That was a game changer.
So how did it change the game?
That was my first. I wouldn't call it a mindset course. It's we got a lot of property content from there, but a lot of it was mindset, and that is what I needed, because I'd never had that mindset shift. No one had ever taught me about goals and stuff like that. So for me, it was just really exciting. And then we come away from that, and I can still remember driving down the motorway, and I was like, it was after 4 days, and I was exhausted, and I was driving down the motorway, I had the music pumping, and I was like, that was the best 4 days ever. And it was just so cool, and it just accelerated our journey. And at the time, we was only doing rent to rents, but coming away from that, that's when we learned all about purchasing. And we actually purchased the property that we found at that event.
Nice.
Well, I say purchased, we was going through conveyancing, and then COVID came and it fell through because of COVID, but that was our first experience.
But here's
of purchasing.
the thing, nobody ever talks about deals falling through. We were just speaking with, you know, John and Charlotte as well. They started their thing. Theirs was like, the first 2 deals fell through and it actually cost us money. Most people would just quit at that point. And that's probably why people don't they paid their money, but then they don't carry on, because there's no mechanism to help people keep moving. What happened from that point in March 2020 right up to, we're in 2022 now.
So from then to now,
just what deals have you done? Like, what's life like? What's your business like?
So we're so much happier. We're like,
you quit your job, yeah?
Oh, I quit my job, at the start of COVID. At the start of COVID.
Yeah, so you managed to quit your job within like 6-7 months.
Of
coming to the training.
I quit my job after then. We really ramped up our rent-to-rent company throughout COVID, because no one was taking on deals, and we was just taking on loads. So we managed to get to 17 rent-to-rents, which was roughly 160 units.
Wow.
After COVID, that's when we started really focusing on purchasing a bit more. So we took on a virtual assistant who we've still got, and she still runs our rent-to-rent company. So me and Ray are focusing on purchasing, lease options, title splits.
You've got some service accommodations?
Yeah, we've got service accommodation,
hotel, right?
We've got a hotel, blocks of flats. So like we go on holiday all the time, and that rent-to-rent business, we don't even hear anything. Our VA runs that, so it gives us that time back and time to focus on other strategies. So we've got a portfolio now with our JV partners who are also in the tribe. We've recently flipped some HMOs. We've got 3 we completed on in the past 3 weeks, which are going to be flipped as well.
So that's a very niche strategy, right?
Yeah.
Well, like, what's some of the money that you're making on some of these when you're flipping it?
So the most recent one that we flipped, we purchased it in cash for 207k. We spent roughly 10k on it, just carpets and paint. We got planning uplift, and then we put it back on the market, and I think we got 437, so we made around 215k. Yeah, that was with a partner, so it was split.
I know, but like what it is, it's possible, and it's much more fun to do it with partners.
Yeah,
you know,
I love all
the greedy people want to say, I want 100% of everything, I want my business, but most of those people, they're not business owners, they're sole traders.
Yeah.
Like, they can't go on holiday like you go on holiday. The rent-to-rents, you know, running itself, you know, rather than running it, that's running them into the ground.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, cool. So like, what would you say like are the key resources that people should tap into, or that's what's helped you?
I would say, like I said, mainly that's helped us a lot, is just being connected to what we actually want. Like, we never knew what we want before, and I feel like most people go through day to day, even if they're in property, they don't ever think about what they actually want and why they're doing it and the outcome. That, to me, that's the main part of it. That's the key ingredient. But that support's a massive one. Like, you can't do it alone. We have a lot of JV partners. We do a lot of deals on our own, which we've started to do recently. But like, our JV partners are on the same wavelength as us. We've got a good support around us. We previously had a coach. We've now got a mentor.
So all in all, 3 years.
Yeah.
What's the situation now?
So yeah, I mean, we've been in property in total around 3.5 years. We handed back some rent-to-rents, but we've still got around 140 units. That's creating 10k passive income per month, and that's net. That does pay for all of our liabilities, which is why that company is there. We've done a total of 14 transactions, property purchases. That's over 100 units. We've got a hotel which is totally hands-off. We've just finished a block of flats. Yeah, I mean, we're flipping a lot of properties. This year we're predicted to make around 300k net, and that's just in flips. And the result of all that, which is the most important thing, is just giving us our time freedom back. You know, we can travel when we want.
You can smile, you know, when you're talking about.
Was I not smiling?
It's that humble thing, isn't it? But like, you are very humble. At the end of the day, what's this about? What's this whole channel about? You should subscribe to this channel if you want to see more of people like Justin. That I mean, let's face it. I don't know about you, but for me, what inspired me is like, I'm seeing videos. People can do it. People are doing it. Yeah, was that the same for you?
Yeah, normal people. You know, I think a lot of people think that in property you need a lot of your own money. You need to have rich parents. You need to be lucky. But I like to think that I'm a very normal person. And when people see my Facebook, they're like, "This guy is just a normal guy from Nottingham." Do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing special about him. Now, do you know what a girl says to a guy when the guy's got a big? No, I didn't think you would know.
You got to do the right thing for the right reason, because that's the only way you're going to discover your true potential.